Hello, my name is Anthony Williams and welcome to Property MetriX. In this video, I'm going to be talking about a very important topic that first-time buyers should pay really deep attention to, and it's the topic of affordability. When purchasing a property, it's key that you understand the impact of a mortgage payment and what that means for your disposable income. Because the higher your mortgage payment as a percentage of your salary means the less money will be available for things like saving up for a holiday or buying a new car or going out socializing with family and friends. When purchasing a property, it's quite key to have a look at what are the general trends in affordability across the country and see if, are there places where you can get better bang for your money? If you're a remote worker and you have the option of not having to be in the office as much, then you may not need to live near where you work. And that then gives you a lot more options as to where you could possibly live. And if you find yourself in that situation, why not look to buy where you get the most value for your money, where you have the most disposable income after you finish your mortgage payment? So in this video, I'm going to take you through how mortgage payment as a percentage of salary differ throughout the UK in different regions to give you some insights into where you could potentially be looking to buy in to get much more value for every pound spent, in terms of once you finish paying off your mortgage each month, you have much more money in your pocket to contribute towards living expenses and save up for your holiday, car, or do whatever you feel fit. Just have more money at the end of the month. So hope you find this video quite interesting, and without further ado, I would walk you through the Property MetriX data and analytics platform on affordability. So here we are in the inner circle members area of the Property MetriX website, and this is the key chart I want to draw attention to. It's first-time buyers' average mortgage payment as a percentage of their salary. So what it's showing you is, if you earned £1,000 a month, but you paid £200 of that towards your mortgage, that would mean your mortgage payment as a percentage of your salary is 20%. So 20% of your income every month goes towards paying off your mortgage. So if you can see across this list here, so this list is taken into consideration from 2022 up until 2024. So that's the years in the data set. You can see that on average, London has been the highest cost region. So the average Londoner spends 60% of their salary on mortgage payments. This is an astounding figure, because think about things like council tax and bills and general cost of living. What does the average Londoner have remaining in their pay packet after they've paid their mortgage? It's almost as if you are a Londoner, you may be essentially, at 60% of your salary going towards your mortgage. How much would be left to do things like go out socializing, saving for the holiday, saving for your car? So if you're a first-time buyer and you may work in London, but you're thinking, okay, I want to get more for my money, what are the options I have? Well, you can look at some of these other regions here, for example, maybe going up north, or Yorkshire and the Humber, where you're talking about 22 to 26% of your salary, so a quarter of your salary going towards your mortgage payments. Or Scotland, where 21% of your salary goes towards mortgage payments. So that means after you've paid off your mortgage, your monthly mortgage payments in Scotland, you have 80% left to do whatever you want. Amazing. Even regions like Wales, 29% of the average first-time buyer's salary goes towards mortgages. So if we look at the UK average here, the UK average is 35.5%. So as a general rule of thumb, you really want to be anywhere below the UK average. Above the UK average, maybe these are areas that first-time buyers, if possible, should maybe avoid or look somewhere else. What's interesting, if we look at this chart here, is that in London in 2022, 54% of the average salary went towards mortgage payments, and this ballooned to about 60% in the subsequent year and two following. So what this is showing is that as a Londoner, you're mortgage payment as a percentage of your salary has just been getting higher and increasing. So, not really a trend you want to see if buying property in the London region. So, this is a really powerful chart for first time buyers to say if you can work remote, or if you know, have options to move different places around the country. This should give you some insight into where might be the best places to buy property to get more for your money. Because yes, owning a home is something that's important, and your mortgage would undoubtedly be one of the biggest costs you have as part of your living expenses. But you also want to focus on what you can do after you've paid your mortgage, what kind of lifestyle you can live. So it's key to really think about, as a first time buyer, where can I maximize each pound I spend on property so that I'm not putting a significant amount of my monthly salary on my mortgage payments. What's interesting though, as I draw attention to this chart here, is it's good that in 2024 we've seen a reduction. It's the first year that we've seen a reduction in the trend of mortgage payments going up as a percentage of salary. Because if you've seen here from 2022 and 2023, the trend has been up and to the right, which is not what we want to see. Because what that means is that mortgage payments have become more expensive, which we expect as we've seen interest rates increase significantly over the last couple of years. So that means mortgage payments were going to become more and more expensive as rates were going up, because as the Bank of England base rate was increasing, so too were we finding that lenders putting up their mortgage rates. So as people who were on fixed rates came off those fixed rates, they're having to refinance and remortgage at higher rates, and also anyone on variable rates would have been paying more as the base interest rate was going up. So it's really good that for the first time in Q1 2024, we've started to see a reduction in mortgage payments as a percentage of salary. I guess this is likely to be driven by two trends. One is interest rates were starting to come down from their 2023 peak. And secondly, we've also seen quite steady rises in wages. So those are really good trends, and let's hope that does continue, so homes across the country become more affordable to first time buyers. So again, just to summarize what this shows the is how much each first time buyer is paying on mortgages as a percentage of their salary across the UK. And as we can see here, London clearly in red, about 60% of the average first time buyer's salary is spent each month on paying mortgage payments. And really the story behind this chart here, as the numbers are telling a quite interesting story, is maybe as a first time buyer you should be looking elsewhere. Look for areas where you could get more for your money and have more disposable income left when you finish paying off your mortgage. So places like Scotland, the North, Yorkshire and the Humber, Wales, Northern Ireland, these are really interesting places to consider, and really anywhere that's below the UK average of 35.58% for me is a good purchase. So West Midlands as well, just below the UK average, a good place to potentially look into buy. Again, we live in a point where remote working is accepted and lots of people work away from their offices these days, so you may not necessarily need to live near the office anymore. So with that in mind, you may want to consider looking elsewhere as a first time buyer than what may have been your initial first choice to purchase a property. Because for me, I would definitely be looking at some of these cheaper regions so that I have more disposable income left after I finish paying off my mortgage. Hope you like this bit of insight, and I hope this data was very useful and interesting. If you like this and you want to find out more and get more of these kind of insights and analytics, please join the Property MetriX Inner Circle, as well as the dashboard and data. Property MetriX is an educational company, so me and my team share lots of interesting insights on the property markets, macro trends, where interest rates, inflation might be heading. We do lots of detailed deep dives into helping first-time buyers get that edge in the market. And plus, you have one-on-one support from me and my team, property experts who've been in the property market for a very long time. Will help you get from where you are today, wherever that starting point might be, to from the point of dreaming about owning your first home to owning your first home. Again, please, you're more than welcome to come and join us in our Discord, which is a free community, so you can come and interact and meet other like-minded first-time buyers and just get a feel and a sense for what we're about at Property Metrics, and we decide to join. Take care, everybody.